Hello, Randy Rain here, and I have a television prop from the TV show Warehouse 13. I know it's in from season 4. The Big Snap, I think, is what it's called. I really don't know. Honestly, I've never seen the show ever, so I can't tell you. This is not mine. This is a friend of mine's, and it's from the TV show, and he wants me to fix it again. Now, I've already fixed this one time, and basically he told me he wants these LEDs to light up. And so when I got it, I went to looking inside, and I found all this electronics. And then down here, I found this little sliding variable resistor. And there's like circuit boards and stuff. And I had no idea. And so I told him about it, and we were trying to figure it out and everything. And from what I can tell, what I think it is that there is a sine wave generator, or like a tone generator, and this variable resistor can change that tone. And the other circuit is from like an equalizer or some sort of music sound display. And every single one of these LEDs are wired up to that thing. And you can see the ribbon cable here that's used, that's going to all these LEDs. So it seems like what was happening is that by changing that tone, it made these lights go up and down like on a equalizer. That's my best guess from what I can tell with these electronics. But I told him about that, and he didn't want that. He just wanted to light up, because if you look at the TV show, never once do you see these LEDs on here do anything but light up. And also, he finally found the jade elephant, and it's not a jade elephant. It's a black and silver elephant that, of course, they just took some green wash and put over the black part, which is what I'm going to do, and make it look like it's jade. And then it fits perfectly on where these little spikes are here. And I got to looking that these spikes are wired up. 2 of these spikes here are wired up. So like they actually put a connection in the elephant so that when you do put it down, something happens. I don't know. I didn't really look into it all that much, where those are actually going and what that's doing. And that's crazy right there. And of course, the only thing you see when this happens is CGI. Everything's CGI. The back panel that glows, CGI. The electricity that's with the jade elephant being connected, CGI. Well, anyway, so what I did was fiddle around with it and found out how to get all the LEDs to stay on. And I did, and then found this little thing blinked in here. And so I wired that up. And then these are breaker panels, and like these are all fuses, and there's a breaker panel in here. This is all metal. This actor was not happy. I guarantee you he was complaining. This thing weighs a ton. This thing is extremely heavy. This is all metal. Anyway, these are breakers. I added one into the switch, so you can see a little flashing red light here. And you can see the blue LEDs are in still good shape, but a lot of the reds are already burnt out. Like most of the reds are burnt out. So why did they go to all this trouble to make these things zoom on and to make this elephant actually do something when connected here, when you never see any of it in the show? Well, that's the prop person's life. That's just what they do. That's just the way things go. Okay, so here's what I need to do with it. I need to replace this. First of all, this is coming up. And also, this is just a belt. I mean, not a belt like this. This is, of course, a belt on a strap here. I think this is like a workman's strap that they made this like octagon box put this worker strap on here, like a back brace. And then this is literally like a belt that they punched holes in, and it's like double stick tape down, which is coming undone on both sides. So I got to fix that with the LEDs. So I will reattach all of that and make that stick nice. But he wants the thing to come on, these LEDs and this little flashing light back here, when the elephant gets pushed in. Okay, so that's the little fun part that I get to do this time. So I am actually going to do what they did. I think I see what they did. Here's my best guess. It's these two right here on there. So this leg and this leg need to connect. That's the only two that actually do anything. Back here is the back that no one would see. This is the front, so no one would see back here. So if I drilled a hole straight down to here, drilled a hole straight down to here, and then come in right here from his butt at an angle, go through here and connect those two holes, I can then make my connections through the little tunnels that I made, and then plug it up back here, paint it black. Then I have to do the green jade painting on it anyway, and there you go. It's connected. Well, that's what we have here, and that's what I got to do, so let's get going. There's some brass slotted screws here. Some of them don't even stick to anything. A couple of them are missing. Yeah, this thing is heavy, heavy, heavy. So yeah, there was a circuit here. So yeah, I'll get a close-up of these. They're from a kit. It's some sort of kit. I've never seen these kits. So that's what they are. If you can figure it out, well, more power to you. Well, I got out my little kit here, and I have one square bit, and luckily it's the right one. Like here, it's just a prong T-nut back here that they just stuck in there. Whatever works, I guess. A little brass screw going into a prong T-nut. Yep, this whole thing is coming up. Yep, and I want all this to go away, except for the LEDs. The LEDs today. Pretty sure this is my patch job to find. There were some broken links. This side. There we go. Come on. Oh yeah. Yeah, all this work, and you see none of it. Zero, zilch. Alright, I'm going to use magnet wire. Alright, so I have a cluster of resistors here because I don't have the right resistor, because I don't keep every single resistor in the world in stock. So I had to make this cluster here, and this is why I miss Radio Shack and Tanner Electronics. That was our local electronics store. You can't just go buy a resistor anymore. It's insane. They're a little dim now. They're not as bright. They'll last longer. Alright, this is the only kind of red LEDs that I have. They're different than the other ones, but this is what will work. I wonder if I'd take some gaff tape, put it under the holes. There. Then I'll just stick them to the tape. Stick them to the tape. Squirt some glue. Stick them to the tape. Squirt some glue. So here's the beauty of gaff tape. It's used in the film business. So say you go to somebody's house to film, and there's all these cables and stuff that you have to move around, and to keep people from tripping on them and stuff, they have to be taped down. Well, gaff tape is what is used. It sticks really, really good, holds nice, but when you pull it up, it leaves nothing behind. See, now I guess just spin these all over in one direction, and I can trim them. And once again, I'm just using the magnet wire here. If you don't know what magnet wire is, it's just wire that has an enamel coating on it. So you can make coils out of it, and the wires aren't going to short out in the coil. But you can also just heat it up, and you'll burn that enamel away. And underneath there is a copper wire. Okay, for this one I have a potentiometer that will work. Right there, maybe? That looks pretty good. We'll go with that. Okay. And I made some clamps. This one, however, may not be enough. Okay, that's all working, and I got a new tube of E6000. take a strip of this wire. There we go, brown. Okay, I gotta get brown in here, through here, and out here. And I've got some very sophisticated tools to do that. It's called a BB on a stick and a magnet on a string. Alright, I'm gonna come in through his butt here, there. Okay, there. Then drop it right back into there. There we go. So I 3D printed these little pieces, and I'm making my own little female plugs. So I'm going to start by using some tin snips here and cutting some of this brass. Now they should be in there pretty good, but just to make sure, drop some CA glue down in there. Alright, so here's my plan. Push that one onto there, and that one onto there. Then, here on the sides, I'll put CA glue all around here. That. And this. Alright, now I need to patch this butthole here. And I think what I'm going to do is take a piece of popsicle stick here. Now I'm just going with this JB Weld steel stick. Steel reinforced epoxy putty. If that doesn't do it, nothing will. Now as epoxy cures, it kind of goes through a rubber stage. If you clean it up then, it'll be a lot easier when it comes time to sand. You can see I painted it. You can't even see anything. So this big, lumbering, heavy thing is done. But I want to confirm just why all this is done. So let me explain. This is what I did, was make props in the film business. So you have like the art director and the director and all these people get together and they flush out what they need. And so the art director goes, okay, so we need a backpack that has this jade elephant and it, you know, turns on. And that's about all they know. And so they go to like a prop person, say, hey, we need a backpack and it kind of looks like this, you know, it kind of has this kind of vibe to it, and you know, it has a jade elephant, and when you put it there, it, you know, it turns on and things happen and stuff like that. And they say, sure, we can make that. And so then they start throwing crap together like this. And then the idea is just kind of to impress, you know, the art director. So they come back and they're like, hey, yeah, check it out. We got it. Look what it does things, you know, and they're like, oh, yeah, that's perfect. Or no, that's not what we want. And they have to do it all over again or something like that. But, you know, you're trying to sell them, look, hey, boom, boom. It does all kinds of stuff. And so, yeah. And so then it gets taken on to set. And then the director, oh, boom, boom, yeah, that's cool, blah, blah, blah. And so then, you know, they spend an hour, you know, shooting different angles of the thing going, pew, pew, and like they're doing it, blah, blah, blah. And then it gets to the editor and they chop it. It gets cut on the floor and they just throw some CGI on top of it. Happens all the time. So that's what we have right here. And so I just wanted to tell that story. Anyway, you want to see this thing in action. So the way it works is back here I used one of these, they're just breakers. I just used one of these breakers as the switch, and when you turn it on, it's going to turn the main power on. And so you need to take the elephant off like that. And now when you turn the main power on, you can see it flashing on the back, the red. But you can see that the LEDs aren't lit up here, and they don't light up until you put the elephant on. And of course you put the elephant on, and there you have it. You have the LEDs light up. And of course you can also, if you want to just kill the whole thing, you can kill it all back here. And that's what we have, and that's what the owner of this thing wanted. And so that's what we have. So if you enjoyed this, I sure would appreciate a big thumbs up down there. If you want to see more stuff like this, hit that subscribe button. I want to thank these people. These are patrons. These are people who help me out, and they bring you these videos. They are in the film business. These would be the producers. These are producers. These are people saying, hey, you know, let's make this, and here, I'll help you. You do this. And so, yeah, I thank these people. These are the ones bringing the videos. I put out a video every week, so, hey, check that out. Anyway, thanks for watching. It was fun. And that just break? Okay, well, the ears are separate pieces that get glued in there, so fix the ear. Okay, that's the first one. But now I can see, yeah, this is just resin. It's just a resin casting. And I think this is just spray paint, actually. I don't know. But anyway, it looks like flat black spray paint is what it looks like.